Hi everybody, I'm Tess Pinkerton, nurse practitioner with SSM Health St. Anthony. If you guys haven't met me yet, I have a clinic located inside the HLOKC Center. In addition to doing primary care and other health services inside the clinic, I actually give talks twice a month at the center, and I want to continue to do that for you all. When everything gets back to normal, if you all haven't met me, I certainly hope that you'll stop by the clinic and say hi. I'd love to meet you. I've really enjoyed getting to know many of you in the months that I've been there so far. Today's topic is going to be about stress. What a perfect time for that, huh? Well, let's define stress right quick. Stress is basically a response to stimuli. Now that can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be situational, it can be positive, or it can be negative. Some examples of positive stress might be a wedding, birth of a baby. Some examples of negative stress might be actual physical pain, illness, loss of a loved one. Something that could be either or might actually be a move. Maybe you're moving away from family. Maybe you're moving closer to family. Maybe you're moving to Belize. In that case, I hope you pack me in your bags because I want to go too. But those are some just examples of different types of stressors. Most of the positive stressors in life end up with good outcomes. It doesn't usually cause negative outcomes. However, the negative stressors can cause some actual physical symptoms. They can also be emotional. Examples of each would be increased anger, frustration, sadness. Physical examples might actually be headache or upset stomach. You guys have heard about stomach ulcers being worse with stress. That's actually true. It can be a trigger. Likewise for headaches, those of you who suffer from migraines definitely know that when you have some negative stressors in life where they start to really kind of ramp up, they start to be more frequent, you start to get more of those. So what can you do? Learn healthy coping mechanisms. And what does that mean? That means how you actually deal with these stressors and how you take care of yourself during that time. Definitely always want to do that. Some tips for doing so. Definitely want to do healthy eating. I know that right now it might be a little more difficult than usual, but now's the time to try new recipes, try different things out, and share recipes with friends. How many things can I get together and put in a crock pot recipe? Things that you already have on hand. Those would definitely be something to try. Your body needs fuel, and so you need to definitely eat in a healthy manner and provide your body that fuel. Exercise regularly. Your body fights better when it's fit. If you have a regular exercise routine that perhaps you are coming to the gym every day, you can even use canned goods for weights. Certainly basic cardio exercises. A walk outside is great. I know we're practicing social distancing, but a walk outside would be fantastic. The weather's been gorgeous. Take a quick walk around the block if you can. Walk around your house at least once or twice. Just get out there and enjoy the fresh air and get some exercise in while you're at it. I know that several of the trainers are also still offering some of the programs and classes that they did at the center online for you guys to join in now. So I definitely recommend for you to do that. That would be awesome. Get plenty of sleep. That's really important. Sometimes when these stressors can become a little bit too much, it might actually lend itself to worsening insomnia if you happen to suffer from that. Some things that you can kind of do to help yourself combat that: put down the iPads, the iPhones, the TVs. Try to stop that about an hour before you go to bed. We've actually learned that the blue light behind a lot of these devices actually stimulates your brain quite a bit, and causes some stimulation that our brains don't know how to shut off. So even though you're trying to sleep, your brain's not getting full rest. So stop those things about an hour before bedtime if possible. Other remedies for that, hot herbal teas are great. I know there's a sleepy time tea that usually will put me to sleep almost every time. That's a good idea to try. Talk to others. Sometimes just talking through these stressors can help us either develop or find coping mechanisms that we didn't know that we had. And sometimes just talking through our emotions helps us as well. If you need to contact a pastor or a healthcare professional, be it your doctor or someone, definitely recommend that you do that during this time. Even talking to a friend or a loved one sometimes will do the trick just fine. But talk through your emotions, talk through your feelings, talk through the stressors that you are coming into contact with right now. Maybe somebody else might have a good idea on an excellent coping mechanism that you haven't tried yet, and you can learn from each other. Definitely want to avoid drugs and alcohol right now, even though a glass of wine might seem to take the edge off. It can actually sometimes end up causing more harm than good, especially in large quantities. So we do want to try to avoid that if at all possible. Take a break. Part of timeouts. Give yourself a timeout, whether that is to read a book for a good 20 or 30 minutes. Maybe it's to do some painting or something that you enjoy. Maybe it's to take a nap. I love a nap. Take time for yourself and take that break. Sometimes it's not just a break from everyday life, but perhaps the TV, the news media, constant Facebook and emails. Take a break from that and do something that you enjoy. Relaxation techniques. Those can include deep breathing exercises, yoga, Tai Chi, all of those. And I've noticed that the HLOKC Facebook page and YouTube site or YouTube channel are actually still doing some of those classes right now. Take advantage of those. I think I saw Carol doing Tai Chi. I know Deanne's doing some yoga soon. If you need to replay those, do that, but get engaged, really take advantage of those. Invite a friend through Facebook. Say, hey, look, if you've never tried yoga, give it a try, give it a whirl. Take advantage of those. If you happen to have a smartwatch, I know that many of those have I know iWatches in particular actually have a breathe app. It will alert you, I think, 2 or 3 times a day to take deep breaths for a solid minute. Deep breathing has definitely been shown to help reduce stress and increase concentration and just overall well-being. I know that in one of Deanne's stretch classes, she really focuses on that deep breathing through some of those moves. And I can tell you that I left that class feeling quite refreshed, a whole lot better. Unfortunately, in the day-to-day hubbub and just going about everyday life, we don't really realize how we don't often take good deep breaths. So definitely, try some of those. Meditation is great. That kind of goes along with that deep breathing. Thank God for Google, because there's a ton of different exercises out there that you can try, as well as, again, like I said, get engaged with or stay engaged with HLOKC on their Facebook or YouTube channel, and do some of those classes and things that are offered there. Seek out social support. Normally that would be getting together with friends, making some dates to get together. For instance, like the gamers that meet usually, I think there's a choir, the ukulele groups, all of those are wonderful. Social interaction is definitely shown to contribute to overall well-being. Unfortunately, right now during the social distancing time, that's not always feasible. However, I love that HLOKC is still here. They're still offering the classes. I love it when people chime in, say hi, give a shout out, stay connected that way. Thankfully, this is happening in a day and time in which we have technology, and you can utilize FaceTime to talk to your loved ones that maybe you can't gather with. I've had some friends that have had kids' birthday parties via FaceTime. Definitely many ways to still have that social support, and very thankful for that. Take full advantage and utilize that. Aromatherapy is another idea for kind of some relaxation techniques. I think lavender, chamomile, those are some pretty common ones to use. If you have essential oils and things of that nature that you can utilize for that, awesome. Lavender in the bath sometimes is helpful. However, be really careful with those if you have asthma or COPD, or just really sensitive to smells, because that can actually cause some issues. So just be careful with those. But again, can't really stress and thank the awesome group from HLOKC for continuing to provide this interaction, all of these opportunities for everyone to continue doing things like the yoga, the Tai Chi, meditation, all of that. I saw Cheryl was doing some art classes. That's wonderful. I hope you guys are really taking advantage of this. I hope you guys are staying plugged in, and I'm wishing you all health and wellness, and can't wait to see you all again. Till next time. Bye.